Peachy here, bringing you highlights from the Johnsonville 180 at Road America for the Pokemon X series. Before we start this video, I'd like to make an announcement. Two drivers will be competing here for this race only. Peachy will be returning the X series in the number 22, and we have Greg Torres competing in the 93 for today's race as well. Torres tried to win again after winning Portland in the Truck Series earlier today. Now he goes into Road America in Wisconsin to hopefully try to win, go 2 for 2 in road courses today. There is Torres' car, the 93, that was driven by Joey Trickle in the last race, and Trickle gets his 39 back for this race. And there's Pichu running the 22 for this one race deal only, because why not? And now, without further ado, let's take you to Road America right now. So here we are at Road America for the start of the Johnsonville 180, and there's a problem already. And the problem is with Joey Trickle, who was supposed to be on the pole for this race, but unfortunately he has to come down pit road before the green flag waves. Wow, he went from winning last week at Auto Club in a different car nevertheless, but he still won at Auto Club last week. He went from that to stalling out before the start of the race. Wow, I mean, Joey Trickle, sometimes he just couldn't catch a break. Well, he lost ISM, but he did win Auto Club, and now he's back down again, and his car doesn't get going at the start of the race. So, Nick Salmon moves up to the pole position in the number 35, because for some reason the guy in third starts on the pole. If the pole setter does not start the race, does not get going before at the formation start. But Nick Salmon is going to lead the field of the green flag here at Road America for the 12-lap showdown around this road course. The first road course race for the X drivers this season. We saw a great one in Portland for the trucks, and now we go to Road America for the X series. The second of 3 races in 3 consecutive races across 3 different leagues in road courses. And now Robert Smith and Tony Green battle for position, and Green gets into the sand. He gets a little bit of sand in his tires, might cost him a little bit of positions there, and Green is just trying to hang on real tight right now. And the corners are real tough because for some of these drivers, it's the first time they're running on a road course in a stock car. There's Pichu in the number 22 I mentioned earlier. He's decided to come to Road America to compete. He actually won a Pokemon Cup race in the Road American Season 1, so he does have some experience at this track, and he's in the 22 for today's race. And along with one other driver I mentioned, that is Greg Torres, competing in a one-race deal in the 93, the same car that Joey Trickle used to win at Auto Club last weekend. So they decided to give the 93 another race after that successful run. The caution came on the first lap of the race, and Robert Smith beat out Zachary DeLello for that position. Guess who the caution came out for? Greg Torres! He gets his first taste of X Series action by crashing out of one of the turns to bring out our first caution of the race. So, not really a good start for Greg Torres' X Series career, nevertheless, in that 93, in which Joey Trickle won with that car last weekend, but yeah, not a good start for him. Trickle returned to 39, in case you were wondering. And Cassandra Kirker, how about her getting a fast pit stop, coming out first off pit road in the first set of yellow flag pit stops. And Joey Trickle, we just talked about him earlier. His day went from bad to worse. Comes to pit road and gets contact with Robert Smith, who just couldn't get him out of the way. And Trickle just, unfortunately, gingerly had to come down pit road. Oh, look at on the restart, Anthony Lopez into the sand. Not a good start for the 7 car. Now he's facing a near 4-wide situation in Road America. It almost went 4-wide at one point in Road America, and 4-wide is impossible here in road courses like these. There's David Vigneault Jr. getting by the 21 for position. That is Evan Hunter in that car, and now the 23 gets by the 5 car, as well as David Vigneault Jr. is trying to close in on a good finish. Man, he was quick. There's Alex Hunter in the number 20, battling with Robert Smith in the 00 car, and now they're going to go battle for position right here. Alex is the brother of Evan Hunter, who actually won the Daytona 500 and won at Auto Club earlier this season in the Cup Series. So now he's a two-time winner. So now Alex is trying to follow in Evan's footsteps to see if he could win on his own. Now Pichu in the 22 goes by, gets another position. He tries to close in. Nowhere near a chance of a win, but he might try to get a good finish in his one race back here in the X Series. Here comes Alicia Russell. Gonna go for second place over Nick Salmon. And she gets it. And Alicia clears 35, but I think 35 though wants to fight back down to the Canada corner. And trying to outbreak the 54 right here, trying to get his position back. Down into the turn, trying to really go down and uphill, trying to complete the pass, and can't quite do it as Russell able to get the good run off the hill. And the caution came out once again, the second time today. The caution has come out in Road America. Here's why the yellow flag came out. Ben Goldman makes contact with Logan Bradley, spinning him off into the sand. And both drivers are now, well, one of them is out. I think Goldman's already out, and Bradley tried to continue the race, but he spins in the sand as well. This time, though, he's able to run and continue the race. Cassandra Kirker was the leader, but she comes to pit road before the start of the race, along with a couple other drivers as well. Kind of don't get their strategy, but it might be might be a two-stop race. This could turn out to be, because it is a long road course, so tires and fuel are going to be used up, and they're going to probably have to make another pit stop later on in the race just to make it to the very end. Alicia Russell just took the lead after Cassandra Kirker had to come down before the green flag waved. But here comes Nick Salmon. Nick Salmon, though, wants revenge on Alicia Russell, and he's going to get her. Right on this corner, Salmon clears Russell and takes the lead. So he gets revenge on that 54 car. Now the 2012 of Andrew Johnson going to be battling it out for a position right here. Because it's going to go down low, trying to get the lead, trying to get the second spot away from Alicia Russell. And there you see Keon Vargas in the 99 Alex Hunter 2020 on the front. Oh boy, there's some contact. Hunter makes contact in the middle, trying to squeeze his way through the traffic. Now the 12 gets into the grass, and Alex Hunter has just taken second place. What a sneaky move by the 20. But it was all for naught, because they all came down to pit road with just four laps to go. James Stabilito and Austin Stitzel stayed out though to collect the lead. Coming to 3 to go here in Road America. Yes, it's part of their strategy now, so it looks like Cassandra Kirker might be playing the smart game here. She pitted before the green flag waved. Maybe she's trying to pull off a different strategy for the win. Who knows? Anyway, Andrew Johnson had some trouble getting off pit road. He hits the barrier and holds up the pack. I don't know what happened to Andrew Johnson. He probably couldn't steer his car off pit road. He hit the wall. And he has some damage, and that's going to cost him a chance to win this race. 3 laps to go in Road America, and James Stabilito and Austin Stitzel were battling for the lead. And now they're both coming down pit road, just with coming to 2 laps to go. And John Gilbert's going to stay out to keep the lead. He's going to have to save as much fuel as possible in order to make it to the very end and possibly steal a win. We've seen races at Road America decided by fuel mileage. John Gilbert's trying to win it on fuel mileage. Here we go down to the white flag with 1 lap to go at Road America. Is John Gilbert going to come down before the white flag? It looks like he will. He's not going to be able to make it on just 1 stop. What a shame for John Gilbert. He just falls short of trying to make it a 1-stop race. But it is Road America. It is a very long track. And he just couldn't make it on just 1 pit stop. Nobody could. But anyway, John Gilbert gave it his best. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Cassandra Kirker cycles around to take the lead on the white flag. She was one of the first drivers to pit, but it happened before the green flag waved. So I guess her strategy turned out was the best one here to use at Road America. I'm sure other drivers are going to use that when they race here next season. but Cassandra Kirker was the first one and the best one to do it. So Cassandra Kirker, though, is going to have to navigate through the tight corners here at Road America in order to hold off for the win. But Aiden Vernetti, who's running in second, is way far behind. Kirker, all she has to do is hit her corners right. We all know Cassandra Kirker from last season, the Pokemon Cup Series. She actually won a race last season, the Cup Series. So she's using that experience to her advantage, trying to get her first win in the X Series. And I'm sure DJ Kirker, her brother, is watching her from the Sonoma, where the Cup Series race is going to be held at later. And he's smiling right now at Cassandra because she is just a few turns away from collecting a win in the X Series. So, obviously was a Cup driver last season, so that might have put her a little bit of an advantage, but she doesn't really care. She just wants to win here at Road America to get herself in the playoffs, to compete for the championship, and maybe come back to the Cup Series someday if she is able to hone her skills in the X Series here this season. Final corners for Cassandra Kirker, and it looks like nothing bad is going to happen to the 8th car. And here she comes off the final turn to win the Johnsonville 180 at Road America. Cassandra Kirker takes the checkered flag at Road America. The former Cup driver is now an X Series winner, along with her Cup Series win she did earlier last season. So congrats Cassandra Kirker on the win at Road America. There's Vernetti coming home in second, way far back of the 8 car of the winner, but Vernetti somehow got second with all his drivers going in and out of pit road in the final laps. Anyway, hope you enjoyed Road America. It was a pretty long race to do, but it was well worth it. And we had some fun at Road America. We can't wait to come back here next season. But next up, the last leg of the road course triple header. It'll be the Cup race from Sonoma Raceway. You definitely do not want to miss that race. It'll be the Lombard Rose Gaming 350. And we have some special guests driving in the race itself. And you'll know who they are when we get to the race. So anyway, Cassandra Kirker wins at Road America. And we will see you all next time at Sonoma.